And here we are once again, chapter 7, verse 13 of the Book of I Chronicles. The sons of Naphtali, Jaziel, and Guni, and Jezer, and Shallum, the sons of Bilhah. The sons of Manasseh were Ashriel, whom she bore, but his concubine, the Aramitess, bore Machir, the father of Gilead. And Machir took to wife the sister of Huppim and Shuppim, whose sister's name was Maacah, and the name of the second was Zelophehad, and Zelophehad had daughters. Notes. Once again, this man is mentioned with his fame being derived from the faith of his daughters. Numbers chapter 26, verse 33. Funny thing is God interrupts this list of names by honoring this faith. Tragically, doubt never dies unless washed by the blood of Jesus. And gloriously, faith never dies but extends its influence forever. Goes on and on and on. Verse 16. And Maacah, his wife of Machir, bore a son, and she called his name Perish. And the name of his brother was Sheresh, and his sons were Ulam and Rakem. And the sons of Ulam, Bedan. These were the sons of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, and his sister Hamaleketh bore Ishad, and Abiezer, and Mahalah. And the sons of Shemida were Ahian, and Shechem, and Likhi, and Aniam. Verse 20. And the sons of Ephraim were Shuth, Elah, and Bered his son, and Tahath his son, and Eladah his son, and Tahath his son, and Zabad his son, and Shuthelah his son, and Ezer, and Eliad, whom the men of Gath that were born in the land slew, because they came down to take away their cattle. And Ephraim their father mourned many days, and his brethren came to confront him. And when he went in to his wife, she conceived and bore a son, and he called his name Beriah, because it went evil with his house. And his daughter was Shera, who built Beth Horon the nether, and the upper, and Uzensherah. We are now at verse 25. And Repha was his son, also Resheph, and Telah his son, and Tahan his son, Laadon his son, Ammihud his son, Elishama his son, Non his son, Jehoshua his son, and their possessions and habitations were Bethel and the towns thereof, and eastward Naaran, and westward Gezer with the towns thereof. Shechem also, and the towns thereof, unto Gaza and the towns thereof. And by the borders of the children of Manasseh, Beth Shean and her towns, Taanach and her towns, Megiddo and her towns, Dor and her towns. In these dwelt the children of Joseph, the son of Israel. Verse 30. The sons of Asher were Imnah, and Isua, and Ishui, and Beriah, and Sarah their sister. And the sons of Beriah, Heber, and Malchiel, who is the father of Beerzaveth. And Heber begat Japhlet, and Shomer, and Hotham, and Shua their sister. And the sons of Japhlet, Pasak, and Bimhal, and Ashvath. And these are the children of Japhlet. And the sons of Shamer, Ahi, and Roga, and Jehubah, and Aram. At verse 35. And the sons of his brother Helam, Zophah, and Imnah, and Shelesh, and Amel. The sons of Zophah, Sua, and Harnefer, and Shuel, and Beri, and Imrah, Bezer, and Hod, and Shammah, and Shilsha, and Ithran, and Bera. And the sons of Jether, Jephaniah, and Pispa, and Ara. And the sons of Ulla were Ara, and Haniel, and Reziah. Verse 40. All these were the children of Asher, heads of their father's house, choice and mighty men of valor, chief of the princes. And the number throughout the genealogy of them that were apt to the war and to battle was 26,000 men. Notes. Quite often in the text, the writer refers to some of the men of Israel being choice and mighty men of valor, and so on and so forth. The might and glory of Israel, when they were actually serving God, are almost beyond our comprehension. Well, regrettably, through sin, it was all lost. However, one day the glory of Israel will be reestablished, and it will be at the coming of the Lord. You can find that in Romans chapter 11, verse 12. But more shockingly, in the book of Revelation and in a few other places, Israel is going to be the head nation of the world, and all nations around it will be blessed. We're at now chapter 8. Now Benjamin begat Bela his firstborn, Ashbel the second, and Aharah the third, Nohah the fourth, and Rapha the fifth. And the sons of Bela were Adar, and Gera, and Abihud, and Abishua, and Naaman, and Ahoah, and Gera, and Shephufan, and Huram. And these are the sons of Ehud. These are the heads of the fathers of the inhabitants of Geba, and they removed them to Manahath. Verse 7. And Naaman and Ahiah and Gera, he removed them and begat Uzzah and Ahihud. Verse 8, I can't believe I got most of those right. Well, I spoke too soon. And Shaharaim begat children in the country of Moab, after he had sent them away. Husham and Baara were his wives. Verse 9. And he begat Hodesh his wife, Jobab and Zibiah, and Mesha and Malcolm, and Jeuz, I should say, and Shakiah and Mirma. These were his sons, heads of the fathers. And of Husham he begat Abitub and Elpaal. The sons of Elpaal were Eber and Misham and Shamid, who built Ono and Lod with the towns thereof. Beriah also and Shema, who were heads of the fathers of the inhabitants of Aijalon, who drove away the inhabitants of Gath, and Ahio and Shashak, and Jeremoth, and Zebediah, and Arad, and Ader, and Michael, and Izpah, and Joha, the sons of Beriah, and Zebediah, and Meshullam, and Hezekiel, and Hezekiah, and Heber, Ishmerai also, and Jezaliah, and Jobab, the sons of Elpaal. And we're at verse 19. And Jachim, and Zichri, and Zabdi, and Enai, and Zilthai, and Eliel, and Adiah, and Beriah, and Shimrath, the sons of Shimhi. Verse 22. And Ishpan, and Heber, and Eliel, and Abdon, and Zichri, and Hanan, and Hananiah, and Elam, and Antothijah, and Iphidiah, and Penuel, the sons of Shashak. And we're at verse 26. Oh boy. And Shamsharai, and Shehariah, and Athaliah, and Jerushiah, and Eliah, and Zichri, the sons of Jeroham. And we must pick up in chapter 8, verse 28. Thank you, and God bless. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.